We are back with Democratic presidential candidate, Senator Barack Obama. Barack Obama, sir, every time we get a candidate on, I ask this one question, so I'm going to ask it of you. What are the first three things you will do if you are elected president?
First three things. I'm going to call in the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the relevant commanders and the Secretary of State, the whole national security apparatus, and give them a new mission, which is to responsibly and honorably begin a withdrawal from Iraq. I want us to be as careful getting out as we were careless getting in. I want to make sure our troops are protected. I want Iraq stable, but I strongly believe that the only way to stabilize it is to make sure that the Iraqi government actually functions and that there are political accommodations between all the factions. And I don't think they'll do that as long as we are there to keep the lid on things. I think that they have to have a sense, we're going to take responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I want to put forward legislation that would give every American health care. Now, we are going to do it. If you've already got health care, then you keep your health care, and we will work with your employer to try to lower your premiums, because people are getting killed with premiums. I mean, even if you've got health care, you're seeing it go up and up every year, and a lot of people, they now have deductibles that are so high, they never go to the doctor except for emergencies. And we've got to get back to prevention and making sure children are getting regular checkups. If you don't have health care, we'll set up a plan similar to the one I have as a member of Congress. You can buy into it. We'll subsidize you if you can't afford it. You won't be excluded for pre-existing conditions. The point is, everybody should have the kind of health care that over the long term will save us costs, because if you're getting regular checkups, you're staying healthier, we're reducing obesity and heart disease and those kinds of things, then the bill will be lower over the long term. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, I really think that we've got to deal with our energy crisis. Now, everybody's personal crisis is $4 a gallon gas, which is maybe coming up this summer. But as a country as a whole, we spend $1 billion every day to foreign nations, many of them hostile. I mean, indirectly, if not directly, we make Iran richer because we drive up the cost of oil. We make Russia wealthier, which means that they can act with impunity on the international stage. So for us to say we're going to deal with climate change and cap the emission of greenhouse gases and raise fuel efficiency standards and invest in solar and wind and biodiesel, it's a threefer. That's the only way we can drive gas prices down over the long term. It's the only way that we're going to deal with global warming, but it also improves our national security.
Exactly.
So if we do those three things, then I think that we can really get on track. Now, I'll be honest with you, the economy is in such bad shape right now, and the financial markets are in such bad shape that there may be some crisis management that has to be done first when I take office. But in terms of broad priorities, that's the direction I want to go.